Stakes and expectations are high as Chinese President Xi Jinping makes his way to the Middle East for a three-nation tour. His first stop, Saudi Arabia. He arrives Tuesday in Riyadh, where he will meet with King Salman. A Saudi newspaper published an article by President Xi, who writes, "As a Chinese saying goes, devoted friends afar are not kept apart by distance. The growing friendship and cooperation are bringing our two peoples together than ever before." He also says there is so much inspiration we can draw from the flourishing ties between China and Saudi Arabia. Mutual respect, mutual trust, and equality are the solid foundation of the sound and steady growth of the bilateral relationship. After his visit to Saudi Arabia, Xi will be traveling to Egypt and then to Iran. While tensions between Saudi Arabia and Iran remain high, relationships with both countries are important to China. CCTV's Han Peng reports.
President Xi Jinping's visit to Saudi Arabia is dominating headlines of local newspapers. His arrival comes at a time when Saudi and Iran locked horns in their worst conflict in over a decade. The world is watching closely how and whether Beijing can strike a delicate balance between the two feuding giants in the Middle East. Relations between Iran and Saudi Arabia have long been strained, the two countries locked in what some call a Middle Eastern Cold War. Saudi Arabia is a Sunni Islamic kingdom with close ties to the West. Iran, a Shia Islamic republic, founded in 1979 anti-Western revolution. On January 2nd, Saudi Arabia executed Shia cleric Nimo al-Nimr, which prompted angry Iranian protesters to storm the Saudi embassy in Tehran and set it on fire.
The kingdom, in light of these realities, announces the cutting of diplomatic relations with Iran and requests the departure of delegates of diplomatic missions of the embassy and consulate and offices related to it within 48 hours.
Xi Jinping is the first head of state to visit both countries since they cut diplomatic ties. Officials say Xi's trip is not a direct response to recent tensions, but was planned long before, with the aim of boosting bilateral relations with regional powers. We spoke to Hua Liming, who has served as Chinese ambassador to both Saudi and Iran. He says over the past few decades, a unique feature of China's Middle East policy is maintaining ties with all sides despite their conflicts.
The world's major powers like the US and Russia all have bad records in their Middle East diplomacy, such as military invasions and taking sides in regional conflicts. But China never did so, nor will it in the future.
Ahead of Xi's arrival, China's ambassador to Saudi Arabia said Beijing is fully prepared to make concrete efforts to help realize regional peace and stability.
From the political side, it is a very important visit because China is a permanent member of the UN and plays a great role in the formation of its policy. China has contributed to the dealings with regional crises, especially that of Syria.
Analysts say that diffusing tensions is just one goal of Xi's visit. China says it is also seeking to support Arab states as oil prices continue to tumble and expand economic cooperation to non-oil industries, including infrastructure, new energy, and aerospace. Han Peng, CCTV, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.